It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Imagine getting rejected for funding from seven, I did say seven, didn't I? Yeah, prominent Silicon Valley investors. And this is what happened. In 2008, when Airbnb was just getting started, investors were skeptical. They wasn't sure. This was new. Matter of fact, this is something that seemed too risky even for Silicon Valley to get involved in. I want you to fast forward to where we are today. I mean, today, Airbnb is a $25 billion plus company. Now, here's a little interesting fact. When Airbnb got started, they didn't have all the funding. They had to be creative. They had to be out the box. So they decided to create cereal boxes. I know this sounds crazy, by the way. In 2008, during the presidential elections, they had one for President Barack Obama, who was Senator Barack Obama at the time, and then one from Senator John McCain. And it became something that was kind of cool and interesting, but it also put them on the map. Now, Airbnb's story is really a testament to the power of using unconventional solutions in order to serve the market you care for, to grab people's attention. And as a result, they finally got some funding, and they are now the huge conglomerate company that they are. I know, Airbnb, they're doing so well in the hotel industry, yet they don't own any real estate. Interesting, isn't it? Here's the big takeaway for you as a CEO. In the world of business, just like Airbnb, and as it relates to sales, you've got to look at unconventional methods, doing things that are out the box in order to serve your clients, to solve problems, not so much to get the money, but to make the difference. And you would agree with me, whether you like Airbnb or not, are they not making a huge difference in the world? So it's going to take three things. It's going to take some type of sales strategy, but also it takes sales leadership to do something, which Airbnb was able to do. I want you to pause for a moment. And I want you to slow down and look at your own business. And when you open up your CEO sales dashboard, which hopefully you've downloaded a little later, and you're looking at your indicators, what are some areas in there that you may need to adjust, maybe be out the box in your maybe crowded market, or maybe you're not in front of your target audience so you can grab their attention, or what's the sales strategy? It's going to take you as the leader in order to make that happen. But if you do that, let me tell you right now, just like Airbnb, we'll be sharing your story, and I can't wait. With that being said, my name, for those folks that are curious, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you. We're at the 2-minute and 43-second mark. So just like Airbnb, we got to get started. So we like to start every single morning, as I always like to do, and kind of start off and sharing what is our focus. And in sales, let me pull this up. In sales, I always like to say, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. In fact, take a picture of that. Write that down. Repeat after me. If you can't be in sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because with sales, when there's no money coming in, there's just so much money going out. In sales is the revenue. And you know this as a CEO, but I want to remind, that's why you tune in on this. This is a CEO call. It's the revenue that's necessary to execute the big vision you have for the people you were called to serve. So if you can't focus on it, how do you get revenue coming in when there's no other way to make revenue other than to serve? Okay, we have a pledge we do every single morning. And our pledge is learn, earn, and return. And I want you to repeat after me. I must learn something new as a CEO in order to earn new revenue from existing clients in order to get new and old clients to return. Now, every morning as a CEO, we say this: I must learn, I must earn, and I must what? Return. So what are our objectives? Why do we get together every single day? What is the purpose and the mission? We got 3 objectives. And this is very important. And maybe it's the objective of your company. Number 1 is sales growth. I mean, as a CEO, our number 1 responsibility is to bring in new customers, new clients into the business, the sales. Our number 2 objective is to be profitable. So we must be profitable in this process. The only way to do that is to have sales. Otherwise, you're not going to be profitable. And then number 3 is to have the impact and make the difference in the world we want. But we're also going to address any roadblocks. We understand at the 4-minute and 48-second mark that the world's not perfect. We get that. But we can make it a better place than it is now. And then I always like to share about 60 seconds on the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to grow and make money. Sales pillar number one is sales planning. Now, you might say, I don't have enough time. I get it. It can be overcomplicated, but we do have something called CEO Sales Plan. Matter of fact, you can go over to ceosalesplan.com, a one-pager, because we made it easy. So you might have a revenue goal. You might know how much money you want to get, but we must have a sales system, a sales foundation, and we must have a sales funnel to make that happen. Number two is a sales cycle. What's the customer's journey from the time we attract to the time we connect to the time that we convert? Number three, sales pillar. Sales pillar number three, sales positioning. We understand that our words will make us rich. Sales drives marketing. Marketing does not drive sales. So we've got to understand, what are we going to say? How are we going to talk to folks and share the problem that we're solving in the market? And number four is sales CEO or sales indicators. And that's the CEO sales dashboard. We're going to get into that. We spent about 3 minutes on that, by the way. And then number five, sales team. Sales team. Even if you are the salesperson in your company, it is your responsibility to evangelize the message so everyone knows how your company solves a problem. Those are our objectives. That's why we show up. For all the folks who show up every single morning and you're here at 8 a.m. at the 6-minute and 28-second mark, I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for tuning in. Do me a favor. Look below the video and put hashtag I'm here. I respond to every comment. I read every comment. And I'm looking forward to connect with you. And as a CEO, this is not like a little game where you get a little 5 stars for doing it, but it's a way to connect. You and I, we're CEOs and we're in this together, by the way. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. You're still here. Maybe you couldn't be here at 8 o'clock. Maybe there's different time zones. People all over the world tune in. So thank you. I want to hear from you. I'll respond back. And then if you're watching on a platform where you cannot make any comments, you might have downloaded the CEO Sales Huddle podcast, which I recommend you all do, obviously. Maybe you're on Roku or Apple TV or YouTube Live, or you're on one of those streaming platforms right now. Go over to @IamCheBrown, which you can do over on Instagram. Drop me a note. Now, you know I respond every day. Somebody send me something every day. Thank you so much. But also share what's one of the takeaways. What's something that we can do to add more value? That's our number one objective, is to help you. Now, for all the folks who are tuning in for the very first time, the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to sell more faster. That's our number one goal. We have a big why. The big why is so big that it's like 3 parts. 1, sales growth. 2, accountability. And 3, consistency. And the consistency is the part that's important. And that's why I'm glad you've tuned in, because you may have heard this before. No matter how bright you are, no matter how intelligent you are, I know you can always have the potential inside of you to perform at a much higher level. So you may have heard this before. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with the most? You got it. Consistency. You're here. That's not you, by the way. All right. Now, I only ask for 15 minutes a day. We're at the 8-minute and 27-second mark. 15 minutes a day is all that we ask for. We have one outcome. Our outcome is $100,000 per month of consistent, predictable, reliable income. So we're not just showing up here just to hang out. We're not just showing up here just to be here. We're showing up here because we have an outcome. And our outcome is $100,000 per month going into your bank account. Now, for some of you, that don't even excite you. You're like, Shay, no big deal. Others, you're like, whoa, if I can do that, that's great. If it doesn't excite you, you're going to put a system in the process so someone else in your organization is making now $100,000 per month going into their bank account. So we can still pay it forward. We can still change other lives. That's the goal. That's the mission, no matter what your sales plan is. Now, we're going to go over now. We're at the 9-minute and 17-second mark. We're moving ahead. This is good. We're going to go into the CEO Sales Dashboard. The CEO Sales Dashboard, we review 5 indicators. We got 5 pillars, but we also got 5 indicators: leads, appointments, offers, deals, repeat business. Now, I've had an opportunity to work with a number of companies, a number of officers at all different levels, but it always comes down to one of these 5 core areas. And now we're going to open up the CEO Sales Dashboard because we understand what gets measured gets managed. So do me a favor, go over to your CEO Sales Dashboard. Open up the Excel sheet like right now. Open up. Now, I'm going to open round up too. Let's open it up. And once you open it up, okay, even if you have to fill it out now, fill it out. If you have someone on your team because you've assigned it to someone else, it should already be filled out. You're going to go across the top. Mine only goes 7 days. You can put 1 through 31 across yours. We have several indicators below that. We have leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. There's subcategories. Every morning I spend about a minute and go deep in one area. We're at the 10-minute and 25-second mark. So let me go ahead and share that with you right now. Today is all about appointments because nothing happens without an appointment. And there's 2 skill sets you have to get really good at. Number 1 is appointment setting. That means you set a time for someone to meet with you. Very important. And then there's appointment running. That means they showed up and they were there and they were ready and they ran the appointment with you. From there, you qualify. From there, you see if they have an interest, want, or desire. That all happens at that point. And so for you, I want you to track that. Like, go look now. I'm going to pull up for you so you can see it. And in those categories under appointments, maybe you put the number of appointments that were set, the number of appointments that was run, and then maybe it was 1-to-1. You went 1-to-1 with someone. That's kind of cool. Or your team did. Maybe it's 1-to-many. Some of you do podcasts, you do master classes, you do live events, you're speaking, you're going 1-to-many. That's an appointment. Every morning at 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I've got an appointment with you. Isn't that kind of cool? And we work together to build our business. Maybe it's a collaboration. You set an appointment. I had one just like that yesterday where it was all a collaboration call. How can we work together? And it's in harmony with one of my 12 rules for life. One of my 12 rules for life is that collaboration crushes competition. Collaboration crushes competition. Or maybe it's for referrals. Okay, that's enough of that there. We're at the 11-minute and 53-second mark. I want you to know that because to me, that's the heart and soul. The CEO Sales Dashboard, this is the one tool that's going to help you. It did not exist. There was a challenge in the market. A number of CEOs says, I'm too busy to do a CEO dashboard. I'm too busy to write a sales plan. I got so much going on. I got to do, not plan. You ever heard that before? If you don't have a plan right now and you're listening, it's not a good thing or bad thing. Go over to www.ceosalesplan.com. 3 words, ceosalesplan.com. Once you get there, follow the instructions. We created a 1-page sales plan to make it so easy that this is what you can use to get to your first $100,000. I'm looking forward to it. Now we're going to move to a segment called Celebrate Wins, because sometimes we get going and all my personal development, by the way, and I don't know, I probably read, 10,000 books. I probably listened to 100,000 hours. I don't know if it's that many, but a lot of hours of audios and videos. And I haven't read anywhere in all my training and all the money I spent. I have not read in one place yet that when you beat yourself up, you do a better job. So we're not going to beat ourselves up. We're going to step back and we're going to celebrate our wins. We're going to acknowledge it. So let's go and ask ourselves 3 questions at the 3-minute and 13-second mark. Number 1, what are you most proud of from yesterday? Go ahead. If you want to drop a comment below and share with the group, share with us. What are you most proud of? Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday? Number 3, what's the one thing that you want to brag about? You're like, Shay, I had such a good time. I can't wait to brag. I can't wait to throw down. I can't wait to share what's going on with me. And then we're going to move into any roadblocks that we have. We're going to acknowledge that everything is not perfect. And we're going to again ask ourselves question, why? Because powerful people, they ask powerful questions. Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So what was your biggest roadblock that held you back yesterday? What's one thing that's preventing you today from moving forward tomorrow? And then what's the one thing that you can do that only you can do that if you did it, it would help move the business forward? You got this. You're amazing. You're incredible. I know I'm on a rant right now, but we're at the 4-minute, 14-minute, and 14-second mark. You've made it this far. You're here. Let me share with you the word of the day. I was having a conversation with the one and only Dr. George C. Frazier. And Dr. George Frazier, as we were talking, I was sharing some of the challenges I was going through in terms of trying to shift the business, in terms of trying to get people to hire me. And we even had some production issues because I was going back and hiring a new team. And I don't know if you've ever been through something where someone moved on and you had to replace them. It's just a lot of work. And he said 3 words to me that I never will forget. And I'm going to share them with you. 3 words. Here are the 3 words. Stay the course. So you got to stay the course. You got to stay focused. You're on the right trajectory. You're doing the right thing. You got to just do more of it. And how true is that? Can we all not adopt that one philosophy? So my message to you is stay the course. Focus on sales. Be the CEO you were born and destined to be, because you already are. But we're going to do it better than we did yesterday. With that being said, my name, by the way, for those folks that tune in again, is Shay Brown. It's an honor to serve you. Do me a favor, look right below the video. If you just heard this, let me know you're here and put hashtag I'm here or hashtag replay. Let me know you're in the conversation. God bless. And I close with saying, keep doing God's work. I'll see you at the next CEO Huddle. Peace.